This is FYI on your TV, brought to you by Hometown News. I'm Kathy Botham. I have got Police Constable Aaron Tompkins with us from the Smith Falls Police Department, our community service officer. Welcome back to FYI, Aaron.
Again, as always, thanks for having me, and always a pleasure to be here.
We're going to catch up on a few things that I see that you were involved in, and the first being the Special Olympic BBQ that our police department held for our athletes.
Yeah, so we really started this kind of accidentally right before COVID. We just said, you know what, we're actively involved, and some of us, our members, volunteer for the sporting events and stuff like that. And I call myself a motivational coach. I don't really coach much. I just motivate and talk more than anything. But we have a great time. So we said, you know what, let's do an appreciation. Do it in the fall, after the summer break. It's usually a slow down period for them. And have it at the police station here. So we invite all the Special Olympic local athletes, families, friends. COVID kind of shut us down, but we were glad this year we could go back safely and do it. And I think there was probably 25, 27 people out, including our staff. So, and they also got to meet a lot of the newer officers, because we have hired several in the last few years. And a lot of our members haven't met our local athletes, which is great privilege. So.
Yes, and I had the privilege actually to be there that night too, so I thank you for the invitation. But you're more than a motivational coach to them, Aaron. They just love you, and they love your time that you spend with them. So thank you for doing that with our athletes too. So.
Oh, my pleasure.
On October 8th, I caught up with you later in the afternoon, but I know you had a busy day, the busy morning as well too. I caught up with you at St. Francis de Sales Catholic Church with the turkey train, but you had a busy morning collecting food for the food bank at other schools as well.
Yeah, so big day for the food bank. So that's all the food donations, all the money donations as part of St. Francis. So we always tagged on to them. So we started, it's probably about our 12th year now, Stuff a Cruiser, right? So we purposely pick the weekend before Thanksgiving. There's other community agencies and volunteer groups that do the Christmas. So we said, let's do Thanksgiving. It's always a time of need. Stock their shelves, get them to Christmas. So we do Stuff a Cruiser, collected a few from a couple of the schools, and some community donations internally. We have members donate some food, and then St. Francis, they take it every year. So the Turkey Trot Parade had one of our newer officers again getting exposed to the students. They may have never met her. So Constable Goche was out, and she got the honor of best dressed turkey for the day, and had a great time. And we also had Sergeant Dan King out, and he graciously donned the male version of the turkey suit. So we split off in two groups, and this year we were able to do the full parade route. But the kids raised 2,330 pounds, I think, of food, and then over $700 in cash donations. We had a bus. It was really cool. We filled up every seat in that bus. For the transportation down, we had a lot of our members, volunteers, come out, help unload the food. And at the end of it, I think between all the schools, community donations, we were close to 5,000 pounds worth of food, as well as well over $700, close to the $800 mark, I believe, in cash donations. And if you ever talk to anybody that works or knows about the food bank, those cash donations are huge, because that's where sometimes they get that fresh produce, stuff that people need, baby formula, or if there's a certain thing that they're low on, they can use that cash donation to go get diapers, formula, stuff maybe they've run out of, and people don't donate regularly, right? So great cause. We're going to be doing some more volunteer work there as part of the Build a Mountain. That's we're going to help volunteer some of our resources.
Absolutely, absolutely. It was a great afternoon too. All the children loved to see you guys. You passed the torch on, and you didn't get dressed as the turkey this year. You passed it on to your co-workers.
Yeah, that's what I kind of joke. And I said it's time for some of the people that haven't experienced it, because it is really fun. And you get two classes, they're singing to you, and you get to do the turkey dance. And if you're ever driving by as part of the turkey parade, you don't miss us. We're very, it's a big, long line of kids pulling wagons of food. So it was really cool to see. But it's time to pass the torch, if you would, and that way get somebody else recognized for their great work. So I've done it a
Excellent.
few times, and I will do it any day. But it's time to share that experience.
Well, speaking of getting dressed up, we have Halloween coming up this weekend. So whether you're watching FYI before Halloween or after Halloween, because we are taping Friday before the Halloween, this interview, Aaron, let's talk about some safety tips on how to keep everybody safe, especially after the COVID, we're allowed to do this.
So again, kind of waiting on the health unit. So they gave us a green light to go ahead in our community. So awesome news. Obviously, there are some COVID safety protocols that if you can adhere to as best as possible, even if you're outside. Small cohorts, family households, instead of the big packs of 30, 40 kids. If you can wear the masks, definitely wear the masks. Social distancing still a thing. As you're going up and doing the trick or treating, maybe not get as close as normal, kind of outreach your arms. So we've shared that on our Facebook page. Definitely the health units post on COVID friendly and COVID safe trick or treating. But just some other basic tips that we would share normally. So I have a list of a few of them here. So choose a costume. It's not made out of, or that is made out of flame retardant material, because a lot of people use candles still in the pumpkins. Not as many as they used to. But if you catch or you walk by, all of a sudden, that's not good. Add reflective tape to kids' costumes, maybe the pumpkins, the carriers, flashlights. I see a lot of the light up glow sticks that kids wear. So again, just be as visible as possible. If possible, go down one side of the street, cross where it's safe at a crosswalk or an intersection, and then go back down the other side of the street versus going hopscotching back and forth across the streets. If there's any vehicles coming, approaching, and that's to the motorists as well as the trick-or-treaters or parents, got to be mindful, slow down, and be visible. And if there is a car coming, move off to the side and make sure they can see you. So again, and then all your regular safety tips, checking treats afterwards, the home ones, unless you know, like the homemade ones, unless you know where it came from, if it's your friends, family, somebody that you trust and it's safe, by all means eat those ones. But anything that's not store-bought, I would just be very cognizant of that, as well as in those candies, check just to be safe.
That's right. And well, speaking of being visible too, I know I live on a busy street. I have lots of children. I love it too. We get like between 200 and 300 children sometime. And I know you, the police department, are very visible. I see you driving by quite a lot. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I was just going to mention, we're definitely going to be out there. Myself, I'll be working that night. So if you see us, give us a wave. We're just making sure everybody's safe and make sure everybody's well visible and just doing our part and make the community safe for sure.
Yes, you absolutely are. Well, thank you very much, Constable Aaron Tompkins from our Smith Falls Police Department. Let's have a safe Halloween and enjoy yourself for sure.